I'm here with the beautiful Sarah Chalke from NBC Scrubs. And might I add, she has an amazingly beautiful foot as well.
Yeah, thank you, Sharon. I dyed my bandage pink, especially for you.
Well, I am very impressed. Do you think that you could share with us what happened to your foot?
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, this is the 4th time that I've done it, and it's never some dangerous or fabulous story. It's always like the most embarrassing, boring thing. This was actually jogging on the weekend with my boyfriend. But like the last time was walking my dog. I did it once getting out of a car.
Jogging?
I just fell on the sidewalk.
Oh. Like your ankle
like just
went.
sprained the ankle and tore the outside ligaments. And
that
so
hurts with the ligaments.
It does hurt.
It really hurts.
There's some really good painkillers out there, so it's all right. And then the first time I did it, my foot fell asleep in class, and I got up to walk and just fell down in front of 500 people. So it's pretty embarrassing.
4th time.
4th time.
Would you say that you're a clumsy person, Sarah?
I'm starting to have to come to terms with that, you know, as of yesterday, but it's really embarrassing because I end up having to call the producer of Scrubs every time and say, like, is it okay if I don't walk again this week in the show? And then they end up having to like hide me behind a hospital bed, and I'm like leaning up against the bed, bouncing on one foot.
But the character that you play in Scrubs is a little...
She is very...
accident prone and just
all around general klutz.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm sort of becoming more and more like her. I have no more scrubs left that I can actually wear. They're all completely stained. We have the wardrobe designer in Scrubs has designed us all these fabulous new scrubs that are like bootleg with cargo pockets and like stretch fabric and low rise. And now I have none left, so they just presented me with a gift yesterday that's this giant bib the size of like an art smock.
You need a bin bag, just a bin bag, cut a hole in the top for your head and just wear that.
I do. I mean, they made a rule that I wasn't allowed to eat in my wardrobe, but I would get hungry, so I would eat soup and it would spill on it.
Yeah,
So
are you one of those people that wear what you eat?
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
Every
I know a lot
day.
of people like you. My husband's like that. He is.
We would get along.
You definitely would, because
Yeah.
he is accident prone too. But I want to have a little look at you on Scrubs. Can we have a little look at our Clippy, please?
Judy, you know those pictures of us from when we were going out? Do you still have those?
Bound in a handmade leather book that I keep under my bed.
I don't know. I might. Why?
Well, you know the picture of us at the beach where I actually look good and you think that you look like Bjork?
Yeah.
Well, I was kind of hoping you wouldn't mind if I cut you out of it and used it in a collage that I'm making for Sean.
No problem.
Thanks.
That's very funny. That is very funny.
Well, Elliot has just started a long-distance relationship because Scott Foley comes on to play Elliot's boyfriend for the first 5 episodes, and he's a SeaWorld dolphin trainer. So he's going out to deal with the Maui dolphins and has to move far away to New Zealand, and it'll be interesting to see what ends up happening with their relationship.
You've come so far with your TV career because you started out in Roseanne.
Yes.
And before Roseanne, you had a show in Canada.
Yes, I did.
When you were a little girl, you hosted was it a children's show that you hosted?
Yeah, it was called Kids Zone. It was like an educational kids show.
Yeah.
And it was a half-hour show made up of these 5-minute segments that would teach kids about the environment and peer pressure and dealing with stuff like that.
How old were you then?
12, 13, 14 when I did it.
That's so cute. We have a clip.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do. We do.
Oh my God, which one?
Did you know there are hundreds of caves in British Columbia you can visit and explore? At first I thought, oh yeah, they're full of spiders and bats and spooky things like that. But caves aren't scary at all.
Well, before you go in the caves, you might want to consider that you need a helmet with a light. You should probably get a warmer shirt and some long pants to protect your legs. And you may want a pair of hiking boots so that you won't twist your ankle in the rocky areas.
Super, thanks. I can't believe you guys had that.
I know, but that must have been so much fun to do when you were a kid.
It was fantastic. I mean, I was their environmental reporter, which is why I was spelunking. And it was great. I got to go all over BC, all over British Columbia, and see all these amazing things. But it was a very low-budget show, and my parents would drive me to work. and they would want sometimes to have a parent in the episode, and so they would rope my poor parents into being in the segments, and like there's nobody more camera shy than my mom and dad, and like less wanting to do something like that, but they would be good sports.
Do they still live in Canada?
Yeah, they do.
Your parents?
They do.
And you live permanently here?
Yeah, I moved down 3 years ago permanently.
It's good you don't go back too much. You might get some more accidents.
Unfortunately, that just follows me wherever I go, whether I'm here
Yeah, Canada, here, doesn't matter.
Yeah, the cold doesn't help.
Thank you so much for coming in to see us, Sarah, with your bad foot. You can see Sarah Chalke Scrubs airs Thursdays at 8:30 on NBC.